Hello again, Keith Loki back for another video for the colony. In the prior video we got the final two refineries brought up, but we also noticed that we were not able to properly produce liquid fuel. We are able to do it now, but with that I had to actually rearrange a ton of stuff. So the way I fixed the liquid fuel issue was putting a tank directly onto the actual ship. Oh no, I turned it back off. But yeah, I had to put a tank directly onto the refinery, which then allowed it to start producing. But then I had to resend up all the other parts, which was kind of a hassle. It took me about 3 hours, maybe 4, to get these all up here. But they're all up there now, so I also have a ton of metal storage too, which is nice. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and bring up the habitation rings and also the possible final stage, maybe, of the space dock. Yeah, that's most likely going to be our final part to this whole monstrosity of a ship we have right now. So we'll start with that actually. Oh, I forgot to turn on Mousinator. There we go. So I don't think I've really talked much about these parts, but they're a part that's required by... Where are they? Are they in colonization? Yes, they are. They're a part that will allow us to build our actual spaceships. We'll throw an engineer and a scientist into there. They require material kits, which is actually just a recent change from prior videos, about 3 or 4 videos ago. Roverdude completely removed rocket parts, and any part that used to use it now uses material kits. But that will allow us to then start producing ships in orbit. Oh no. What I'm also going to do is, with Roverdude's mod, you are able to produce material kits one way, but we also have Workshop, which will let us produce material kits also. And actually those have changed too. I did not notice that. These all require now a fair bit of stuff. Dirt. I don't know what dirt is. Yeah, that's new. So how do you mine dirt? Okay, I'm gonna have to look back into that actually. We're just gonna go ahead and just deal with this. I don't know how I'm gonna probably do that. Kind of lost on how I want to do this in general actually. Because this is going to be a bit confusing to get up there because I'm going to have to fly it backwards. Well, actually, in this video we're just going to send this up because it's going to be too much of a hassle to do it in multiple parts. Okay, so those. And then we want these on there. That's only 10,000 tons. Or 10 tons. Then I need a separator. Kind of wish I had a better one than the kerbin, because that's kind of huge. And then we want the Clampetron Senior. So here is our vehicle. We're going to go ahead and throw some electric charge on it also, because we need that. Oh wait. Actually, we need that to connect anyway. Yeah, this is going to be a bit confusing. Attach anything on the top? No. Yeah, this is going to be a bit more difficult than I thought. because we're going to have a lot of trouble. Screw it. We're going to have to put some extra parts on here, which I don't really want to have to do, but we're going to need to. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and actually, we're going to go straight up to Kerbin with a decoupler. And now we need that catalyst engine. That will give us a decent amount of thrust. From there, we're just going to go straight up to Space Y engines. The big ones. And then the largest fuel tank. And then we need the second largest, or the third largest. Ooh. What is that? Liquid fuel. But there's no, oh no, it does oxidizer. So you don't want to show it though. Yeah, this is going to be a mega ship. I just want to get to orbit and get this show on the road. Put another one up here too. So this will give us the ability to start producing. Just a second, I need to set up my timer so I don't run over on the video and have to render this. So we have that set up. We also are going to need solar panels. I almost forgot about those. Okay, actually I got an idea. This will make our life so much easier. By flipping that upside down, it means when we get to, or in theory, if I'm correct on this, when we get to the asteroid and such, it will allow us to then just flip around. Let's actually double check that right now. Come on, stop sliding down. Control from here. Yeah, it's backwards. So that will give us the ability to just disconnect and then not have to worry about stuff being kind of awkward. It will have all our directions correct. Ooh, got a little bit of wine everywhere. And on my keyboard, shoot. You start tilting over for this. But yeah, with this, we have a productivity of 0.6, which isn't too great, but once we start connecting everything up, the other Kerbals will help, and we can also put another 2 Kerbals in this. I think it's because one of these is an engineer and one is a scientist. Let's slow down a bit, because we do not want to get too much shock heating. You have a fair bit of electric charge still. Once we hit 12 or 20, we'll start thrusting in full. We're almost at that point, and with this stage, we most likely will be able to get to a full orbit again. And efficient one too, as long as we don't burn up in the atmosphere on our way up. How much monopropellant do we have on this? 600 should be more than enough for this, and then I could just call those parts. Okay, we're at high enough orbit now. Oh, come on. No, no, don't roll over, please. Yeah, it's gonna roll. I'm just gonna help it then. if we're lucky enough, it will start slowing down from the roll back over. And hopefully, by the time it reaches back over, we can time warp and stop this rotation. That's it, if it can get all the way over, which I think it is going to be able to make it. There's a good bit of force. And there we go. We pushed our orbit a little bit higher though, which is not terrible, but I prefer to be at a lower apo and parry height. There's not much we can do about it now. Once we drop this stage, we'll actually be pretty light. We have still actually a fair bit of fuel left. More than enough delta V for this. Speed up time. Now we just need to wait till we get to, say, like 99. And we are good. Start thrusting, bring up our parry. We'll have that at the correct height within only a couple seconds. Shoot. Oh yeah, I forgot those little boosters on that too. That's a nice little thing. So we're gonna go to the opposite, the apo thrust, so we get a more circularized orbit, which will make it easier to do an encounter. So we don't want to have to deal with an oblong orbit. I'll just bring it up as close as I can. And that should be good. So we're now in a relatively stable orbit. Set that as target. Grab the ascension node. And we're not going to take too long to get there. I want something lower than that. That should be good. And there is no supplies on this craft, so these Kerbals, most likely with the maneuver we're going to be doing, 15 days, yeah, they would be not willing to do a jack shit by the time we got there. It's the upper limit of their work threshold after running out of supplies. Once it gets to 15 days, they'll just sit in the command pod and not do anything because they just don't want to do anything because they're hungry. They won't die like other versions of life support, but they will just not do anything. Which can lead them to die if you're in a bad situation, such as landing or doing a maneuver. That's why it's always good to have a probe core on the vehicle. We're almost done on this maneuver, which will bring us into orbit minimus. Last little bit out of it, and that should be good. Let's see. So we're a bit off, so we'll just go ahead and use those monopropellant engines. Only used a little bit of it. Now we just need to get our way over there. And we'll take a gander at this just to see what happens, because it's orange right now. Once it turns red, it means they'll not be willing to do stuff. Orbital Station Rock 1. I need to check what that is, because I might have just ditched a bunch of Kerbals into, It's not a good sign. Is this the... Oh! Wait, what? Oh. Uh-oh. Those two Kerbals are dead. Okay. He changed how it works now. The forum page isn't updated, though. So they're both dead. They can't help us anymore. It's no biggie. Well, biggie for them and their families. But I don't know if I'm going to tell their families. I don't want to be involved. They died for their planet. But I guess I was incorrect. Rover Dude did change it, so it's now possible that your Kerbals are going to die if you do not supply them with required goods. It's quite a surprise, actually. I did not realize that they changed it. So those Kerbals are dead, and we're past 15 days now. Yeah. So we're going to have to keep a good eye on our bases, which is kind of hilarious in a kind of gruesome way. It is what it is, though. We can bring up more. They're a dime a dozen. Well, a couple hundred K a dozen. Especially with the mod I have installed, placement services, which allows you to pick the level of Kerbal you want and their courage and stupidity levels or intelligence levels. I'm not 100% sure on those two stats at this time. I know courage at 100 is good, but then there's stupidity, which I don't understand if 0 is best or if 100 is best. I kind of wish they picked intelligence for it or something. I can easily test it by just setting up a craft that requires productivity. I might do that between videos, actually, just to be safe. Oh, too fast. So this is going to require some maneuvering to fix. At least I was smart enough to put those frigging robotic probe cores on here. And we're also in a deadly orbit. Station Rock. We'll have to check that Station Rock one, because it might just be glitched, saying that there's 5 crew on it, or there could be actually 5 crew on there that I completely forgot about, and they're going to starve in quite a while, though. For over a year. Well, the station we currently have is most likely well sorted out for food, because I know I put a lot more into it. Concentrate on the craft. Actually quite surprised that happened, and I can't select stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick save, hold F9 to reload, and hopefully that did not just split the video in half, because I've had that happen before and I don't know why it doesn't. So it's target. If it does, I'll just re-render it. So add maneuver. So bring that to there. We're going to flatten out this orbit. This needs to be on par with there. Bring it up. down, up, down. There we go. Now we just need to get a connection. Okay. That should work. Now we just need to get to that maneuver. Still quite surprised that they died. I was not prepared to have that happen. Didn't think it was gonna. Probably put in a GitHub request to get that resolved so no one else gets that Kerbal death shock and have to end up taking a bunch of dead Kerbals out of your command pods. Which is never a pleasant thing to do. Okay, so want to bring this down more. Whoa, what is it? I hate how it does that sometimes. It's even on like higher gravity planets it's not too bad, but on this type of a planet with the low amount of gravity it becomes a issue where the RCS actually has massive effects on your orbit. Whoa, did that a little bit too fast. Bring us down to 0, and now we need to find the node to get us aimed directly at them. Actually, let's start bringing ourselves around, because I prefer to do this in light. And with that, we're actually going to have a good little closer orbit to them by about 3, and maybe we can even bring it down even more by... Whoa, why did you... Oh no, it's not going up, it's going down. Okay, 500 meters should be good for us. How much power do we have? We have more than enough electric charge for this maneuver. Uh-oh. What just happened? Ooh, that was a weird lag right there. Oh, it's because the craft came into view. It's quite part heavy now because of the amount of stuff we have. It's starting to get to the point where it's not viable. In future bases, I'm most likely going to bring my production down to the planet and ship all the required resources up to the orbital station. Because right now this is getting a bit bonkers. Come on. Now, the closest connection we have is 500 kilometers. And at the direction we're heading, we're gonna get over onto the side we want to be on, because the big, large connection points are on that side. And as soon as we get over to that side, we'll arrest our velocity, maybe even do another mover to bring us down to there. Because right now we're kind of far above them. I'd prefer to be right down there. And we'll just throw in the RCS into this, because if we keep jumping around, it's just going to cause issues. Come on, stop. Stop, stop, stop. So, we want to start thrusting towards them, and we're going to quick save again just to be safe, because I do not want to have to deal with another crash. We're moving in quite fast, actually. We're going to go ahead and... How fast can we slow down with the RCS? Pretty quickly. Come on, just tilt over to that. Slow us down to like 8 or something. I'm most likely going to put this right on the end of the metal container where the agroponics are. And go from there. Wish this would stop kicking around so much. No, stop, 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 stop. Just gonna go ahead and ditch that last stage. Whoa, what the? Oh yeah, for that. So, we want to control from here. Meaning we are pointing towards the planet. We want to go for that as the target. So we'll go ahead and... How much maneuvering do we have? We have a fair bit of maneuvering now. Now we want to aim towards the target. I just hope that tank part is going away. Yeah, it's going away. This might end up being more difficult than I thought it was going to be, because I did not put enough SAS on this. No, target. There we go. Now. What? No, stop. Stop moving. Just stay on target. Keep going off target maneuver. This might be more difficult than I thought. Because these are no, I set them up as directly over the maneuver center of mass, so it shouldn't be too bad for it. I don't know why we're wobbling so much though. Get ourselves in closer. 19 parts on this alone. When we remove the tanks and that, we'll bring it down to 11. Then we remove the solar panels, bring it down to 7. So once we're over top of it, we're just going to brake. Oh, excuse me. And start braking. Because of the amount of parts, it's also causing us to have a bit of kind of like an an icy feel, as in we're sliding around when we don't want to be. Okay, so we're going to turn off RCS. Now, there's the node, or there's the area we need to be, so we'll line this up the best we can. Once we're lined up, we'll start slowly moving towards that with RCS. I just gotta figure out which way is which. So I is gonna bring us towards it, and we're slightly rocking a little bit. Once we get over top of it, it shouldn't be too bad, because then we can just target the target, and we'll be fine. Now, which way is the direction we want to? Come on, you can do it. We're only moving at like 2 meters a second, so we shouldn't have too much trouble. Okay, we want to go left. No, it's right. Bring us in. Come on, we're almost there. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't want to. Oh, we're falling right over top of it. Come on, attach. Pretty much right there. Yay! So, that means we now have... Open up. Show UI. So yeah, we can now produce stuff up here. Well, we don't have enough material kits to do all that, but we do have everything else we need. And let's actually double check that. Yeah, the Untitled spacecraft with ours. So this is stable in food production as long as we have substrate, water, fertilizer, and everything else. The this thing only updates once you check a craft. But with that, we're also going to double check on the other thing I switched to, because I don't want to find out I have 5 Kerbals in there that are dead. Nope, there is no Kerbals in there. It's just glitched. Orbital Station Rock 1. What resources does it have? Carbonite, monopropylene, liquid fuel, electric. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and leave that, because it still could be useful in some way. I'm actually surprised how easily that popped into place too. So with this, do we have any electric charge left in this? No, we do not. It would have been nice if I just popped that right into the planet. But yeah, we have this now. Let's see. Show UI. Select craft. So we have all of these now. Ion-powered space probe. We don't have any xenon gas, so we can't use this. It'd be nice if oh, I know what the issue is. I had to put a xenon tank on the back of that reactor. I might do that in between videos because it'd be easier. Well, we're gonna try some stuff. Just to show off building vehicles. So that's 66,000. Slim shuttle. Station core. Super heavy lander. ZMAP satellite launch kit. No. we're gonna go ahead and just grab the lowest part count item. So I don't want to use up all my... Okay, we'll use this. Load. We don't have enough material kits for that though. Shoot. So, I'll have to stock up on material kits for this, and with this at a productivity of 0 anyway, it wouldn't be able to produce it. But we now have a base that's able to produce ships out here. It has the required production from this factory, that factory, and that factory, and enough supplies to allow it to feed its crew, albeit I'll need to bring up more fertilizer, which I'll do in between videos actually. And yeah, we have pretty much the whole base set up now. We probably don't even need to bring habitation modules, even though it wouldn't be a bad idea, because kerbals do get cramped inside their modules now, I believe. And if they're left in them too long, their productivity will go down further and further and further until they're near useless. But that is the end of the video here. I thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike, and maybe even a comment telling me why you disliked the video. And if you want to see future updates, just go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and you will see them pop up when they're posted. I post Monday to Friday, so usually about 5 videos a week. I thank you for watching. My name's Keith Loki, and you have a good night.